Okay, y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, and everything in between. Whatever time, whatever it is, wherever y'all at. I wanted to come on here and talk about something real quick. And yes, I took notes. So, I wanted to talk about like going from abuse. I'm gonna have to think of a title too, which is gonna be on the thumbnail. So, what in the cover? Whatever the like going from an abusive relationship and everything that comes with that to like going into how the feeling of going into a healthy relationship after being in an abusive relationship. Now, I have spoke about my story a little bit. I touched on it here and there with being in an abusive relationship. Excuse me. Now, my thing is going from that to being in a healthy relationship is shocking, like a culture shock. It's like you start my half flying. So you go from one thing to from all the physical abuse, the emotional abuse, the financial abuse, just abuse and all types of abuse you can think of. I have been through all of that. I gotta remember my camera's up here, not down here. But my notes over here, so I look from here to over there. Anyways, yeah. So I just to give you a summary or a little list of what I have been through. I've been kicked in the face. I've been punched. I've been beat. I've been hit in the head. I've been had things thrown at me. It gets worse. That's all I'm gonna say. But it gets worse. Just know that it gets worse. So we're gonna jump into what I'm talking. I can't even talk. Jump into the topic today. So the healthy type of weird, because me being with my husband, I'm like, and I'm just gonna be open and honest with you guys. This type of healthy, like any type, when you come from like 13 years of on and off abuse. Now it's easy for people to say, just leave, just leave. But when you're in it, and this is for anybody that comes across this video, if you've been abused, you know what I'm talking about. It's hard. It's easy for people on the outside to say, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just leave? But when you're in it, they don't know that when you're in it, it's hard to leave. So with that, and I'm just skimming over things, with that, it's like once you do leave that toxic relationship and then you get into a positive relationship with no toxicity, it's like, wait a minute, is this supposed to be like this? Am I supposed to feel safe? Am I supposed to feel like I can come to you and talk to you about anything and everything? If I wanted to talk to my husband about how many mosquitoes bit me, I could talk to him about my bathroom activities. And it's not, he makes it feel like that's just a normal thing to talk about. I could talk to him about me having a cold and me coughing up. And we're not going to go no further into that disgusting details, but yeah. And it just does not bother him, and vice versa. He could do the same thing. But it's like, it feels weird where it feels weird at. It's like, he gives me that safe place to be. What I used to be told in my 13-year abusive relationship was weird. Like, my abusive relationship, I was told, like, what I tell my husband is that I love him, and that one of the main things that feel weird to me is like the fact that I can be shy and bashful with him, and he gives me a safe place to be weird. He makes me feel like me being shy is cute, and he will tell you it is cute. He lets me, like, if I wanted to decorate our house or our place where we live, he's okay with it. He was like, why are you telling me? Just go ahead. And that's just what I can think of off the top of my head. So going back to my notes, there's a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, like I said, that's that feeling when you finally get into that healthy relationship. When you get in that relationship and it's actually healthy, to have you like, wait a minute, is this supposed to happen like this? Like, I'm not used to this. And it just feels really, really weird because you're not used to it. But yeah, now the next little subset I want to call survival mode. the contrast. But yeah, for a long time, I was living, I'm going back to this, I was living in survival mode. Even that little time after I got out of my abusive relationship, but right before I met my husband, I was still in survival mode. And I'm still in survival mode, and there's still trauma that comes with it. Y'all don't let nobody ever tell y'all that when you should get over your trauma, that you shouldn't have no trauma, and stop using it as a crutch. Trauma from shit like that lasts forever, just like childhood trauma. Trauma like that, mentally, it lasts. Sometimes it lasts forever. Sometimes it goes away. Sometimes it never goes away. It depends on the person. And yeah, getting back to my notes. In my past relationship, arguments were like a battleground. We would fight. Someone would walk out. And we were in that toxic cycle for 13 years. I told y'all, for 13 years, off and on, back and forth. It's just toxic. And then it was loud, it was heavy, it was draining, it was mentally draining, emotionally draining, physically draining. All the scars, the physical scars, the mental scars, the battle wounds, just everything. So when I got with my husband, when we hit our first argument, you know where my mind went. My mind was like, okay, well, this is going to be it. This is going to be it. I kept waiting for the other shoe to drop, and I kept waiting for him to be like, look, I'm done, I'm leaving. I kept waiting for the walkout, the chaos, and everything to end. Okay, now we get to the point with the turning point. But that didn't happen at all. That did not happen. We always somehow manage to, like when we get into, there's a conscious choice. When we get into an argument, we might get frustrated. But then somehow we just always manage to fix it and bring it back to love and the respect and the cherishment. We cherish each other. We respect each other. We love each other. And that's the part for me that still feels weird to this day. 7 years later. We just had our 7-year anniversary June 1st. So yeah. It's like going from just one extreme to getting to the part of we talk it out, we brush off the toxicity, we decide that it's us against the world. Our hashtag is hashtag no matter what. No matter how hard, that means no matter how hard it gets, no matter where we at in life, no matter what life throws at us, no matter who tries to come between us, we're always going to find a way to fix it. He always does also. My husband does that also. He does that a lot. He practices what he preaches. And we decide that the us is more important than being right most of the time. Yeah, most of the time I slip back into my toxicity from 13 years ago. It's gonna take some time to shake that off me. It's gonna take some time to get past that. I'm still learning from it. Because 13 years of nothing but badness and negativity versus 7 years. I'm not saying that the 13 years canceled those 7 years out. And I'm not saying the 7 years isn't enough. This is great, but I still have all of this baggage that I'm dealing with. This is actually still working on it though. The us is more important than being right or being angry. And I feel like a part of me feels like that's what it should be. And talking to my friend that was married, she was like, that's how marriage is supposed to be. Y'all are always supposed to fight for each other. Y'all are always supposed to love each other. Always choose each other. Especially when times get hard. When y'all going through something, your marriage is going through something, that's when you choose each other the most. She was like, nobody ever said that marriage was going to be easy. Nobody ever said marriage was going to be a walk in the park. Marriage, okay, the honeymoon phase is going to make it seem like everything is going to be a walk in the park. She's like, but once you get past that hill and y'all start doing life together, things are going to come in and y'all have to learn how to work together, not against each other. That's what I'm still learning. I'm not afraid to admit that I'm still learning that. I'm still learning how to be a better wife, this is my first marriage. With God say so, this is going to be my last marriage. I'm still learning how to be a wife, how to be a better wife, how to be a better version of me, how to be a better Tiffany than I was in that 13-year abusive previous relationship. Hell, I'm still learning what I will and won't take. How much of what I will and won't take. I'm still learning what I will and won't do. I'm still learning myself. Every day I'm learning something new about myself that I didn't know 5, 6, 7 years ago. Not even last year. I'm looking at this year like, wait a minute, I didn't even know this. How long has this been happening in me? It's almost, and then I want to get on the part of, it's almost how I wrote down here, it's almost startling how we get back to normal quickly. Like, people would call that toxic. I mean, I can see how one way that would be toxic, but in another way, it's like we're always fighting for us. But it's like, we'll get angry, we'll get frustrated with each other, go take us a break and pop right back to each other. Just like that. That's the healthy type of weird part. It's like, it's healthy, but it still feels weird to me. Like, is this supposed to happen? I'm so used to toxicity. Every time something healthy happens, I'm like, this feels weird. Should I be here? It's strange to feel safe even when things aren't perfect. That's the part right there. That part right there, that's it. But realizing that this isn't weird. It's taken a lot for me to realize that this isn't weird. It's just what a real sustainable partnership look like. It's not about never having a problem. This is what my friend told me that was married. She was like, it's not about not having a problem. It's not about your marriage being perfect, because it's not. Let's just face it. It's not. There's no marriage that's ever perfect. They put out what they want the world to see them as perfect. But behind closed doors, everybody has problems, because you have two different people. You have him and you have her. You have my husband and you have me. We're raised differently, raised in different households with different values, coming together to try to make a marriage work. Especially when you have those couples that nobody in the generations prior to them has either ever been married, or if they have been married, they never had a good marriage, or their marriage didn't last, or they were always single. So those type of people don't have no explanation of how a marriage is supposed to go. They don't have that. So they're trying to get together and do it, play by a rule book, or make this around, play by a rule book that don't exist, because they don't have nothing to look out for, or nothing to compare. Like, oh, this is my grandma and grandpa been married for this long, and they had a very happy, healthy marriage. They don't have that. So it's like they're starting from ground one by themselves, trying to build a happy marriage for the next generation. So the next generation can have somebody to look up to, have an idea of what a happy, healthy, stable marriage look like. So my thing is, and I'm gonna end this with this. I'm gonna say, if you're used to chaos, peace can feel really, really, really uncomfortable at first. But I'm learning to lean into it. We're building something real and honest. And we're building something real here. And honestly, I think I'll take the weird over the old any day. I'll take the happiness over all that abuse. I will take the happiness all day long. If that's weird, then give me all the weird he got. So yeah, I just wanted to thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for everything. Thank you for clicking this video. If you have any thoughts on this, leave your comments, your thoughts, or whatever down in the description. And in the comment section. See, y'all, my brain is halfway out my head. It's so tired. I've been up all day. I barely slept last night. I didn't even go to sleep last night until about 2:30 in the morning. So my brain is out of there. If you have any thoughts on this topic, leave it in the comment section. And I will try my best to get back to each one of your comments as quickly as I can. Thank you all. Have a blessed day, and I will see y'all later. Bye, guys.